So now we'll wrap up by talking about the theory of delinquent subcultures, which is the second subtheory under um, cultural deviance theory, which falls under social structure theory. I know lots and lots of theories, but this is our last theory to discuss. So it looks at these subcultural groups that a young man growing up in an impoverished neighborhood and experiencing frustration or again strain might engage in. He might join one of these subcultural groups. So here's a kid growing up in poverty, feeling depressed and frustrated. He becomes one of three subcultural groups. So the first is the corner boy, then there's college boy, and then there's delinquent boy. So let's talk about the first of the subcultural groups, the corner boy. So this tends to be a male who is younger in age. He's truant, which means he doesn't go to school. He engages in early sexual activity, recreational drug use, and he's exceptionally loyal to his peers because he's young and easily influenced and he wants to fit in with the people he admires in his community. He tends to be someone that would fit differential association theory. A person becomes deviant through their association with other deviants. This is some kid that's trying to find identity. He's trying to fit in. And the only role models he has in his community are other delinquents or drug dealers or gang members and so forth and so on. So he starts engaging in deviant and criminal behavior at a young age. The next is college boy. Now this is a young man who embraces middle class values. He wants to go to college. He wants to be successful. But he doesn't have what it takes to succeed in college. He is academically, socially, and linguistically inadequate. He won't do that well as far as his studies go. He might have some reading or learning challenges. He has some difficulties with speaking proper English or language skills, and he's just not prepared to do well in a college setting. But the desire is there. It's just that he doesn't have access to the means to be successful. And then there's delinquent boy. Now, delinquent boy is your full-out gang member. This is someone who embraces norms that are in direct opposition to middle-class values, something we call reaction formation. So he seeks instant rather than delayed gratification. He wants what he wants right now, and he's going to get it. So he's living for the day. He's hedonistic. He doesn't care about his future. He has a more fatalistic view of his future. He doesn't really see one. And he's doing whatever he can to survive. I mean, he's living for the day. And he's throwing caution to the wind. So that's how the delinquent boy manifests in this type of community. So this theory suggests that in a neighborhood that is experiencing social disorganization or deterioration or increasing poverty, the young men are at risk for joining one of these three paths. So it shows how the conditions of lower class life actually produce crime. Lower class youth or kids that come from poor backgrounds reject middle class values. Again, we call this reaction formation. Oftentimes when they don't believe that they can achieve the American dream. They don't believe that having a middle class life is within their purview. Because if you look at, how they see the world, their worldview, they don't really have everyday examples of college success in their communities. There are no doctors and lawyers and teachers and nurses living in their neighborhoods. So they really don't have an everyday example of someone that did the right thing, that went to college, got a degree, and was able to buy a nice home and be successful that way. So when they don't feel that obeying the law and engaging in the conventional norms of our society will lead to success, they just turn to alternative means. And those alternative means lead to crime or deviance. So that concludes the lecture. There is going to be a quiz after this lecture. I strongly encourage each of you to take it because remember, the college does not have face-to-face classes, but we have online classes, so we're still in class. I mean, you might be at home, I might be at home, but you're still going to be earning your points. You're still going to be earning your grade. And I don't know how long this is going to occur, how long we're going to be in this situation. But again, I'm strongly encouraging you guys to stay safe, to wash your hands, to practice social distancing. I know a lot of young people are saying that, only old people are getting coronavirus, only old people are dying from it. But such is not the case. And more they're saying that coronavirus is hitting more and more disproportionately. We're starting to see it hit millennials. The fatalities tend to be disproportionate among elderly people and people with pre-existing conditions. But they're finding that more and more young people are contracting coronavirus, and some of them are dying from it. So please take care of yourself. I would love to see this end very soon and be back in class and looking at all your wonderful, bright, and young and promising faces. But right now, it's no guarantee that we're going to be back in class before the semester ends. So please take your classes online seriously. Give it 100% of your participation. Do well, finish strong, and we'll just take it one day at a time. So remember, take the quiz and take care of yourself, and I'll see you guys in the next lecture. Now, another point. I know this video is pretty long, and I hope that all of you listen to it because it has some very important information. The third paper, you're going to have your third paper, and it's going to be on a movie called The Plea. So there is a way for me to link the video to D2L with the paper assignment, and it'll be very similar to the other paper assignments. You will watch the film, and your answer to the essay or your responses in the essay will come strictly from the film. You will not have to do any additional research. So I'm going to do a little video explaining the paper assignment to you when I assign the paper, but I'm just kind of giving you a heads up that you will have that third paper. Now, paper number 4, I don't know if I can't get access to the video link, then you don't have to worry about that. But that's it. So I'll see you next time. Take care and bye-bye.